Hello. So it's been a while since I put anything up on my YouTube channel. Just been kind of playing around with my Arduino Do here and Fpga development board. Thought what I'd do is I'd kind of throw together a quick uart, just verify everything's working correctly. I think you've seen some of my other videos. I've interfaced Bluetooth modules with microcontroller. I thought it'd be a lot of fun to maybe try that with an Fpga, but to prove that things are working correctly, I just wanted to make sure that I could get a baud rate to successfully transmit at the baud that's required, which is 115/200. So what you see here is basically I'm using serial 1 on the Do board, and I'm going over here, I'm jumping over to the I/O and the Fpga board. And more or less through the switches, I'm going to be selecting the 8-bit character that I want to send over to the Arduino, and through the Arduino prompt COM port, we can actually that's what I'll be sending data over to the Fpga board. So just a really simple sketch I wrote. As you can see there, the baud rates are set up to 115/200. So what it's looking for is if serial 1 is available, meaning that data was sent over from the Fpga, then what it's going to do is it's going to print it out to the COM port. Vice versa, if the COM port, if I send data from the COM port, it's going to see that that's available, and then it's going to send it over to the Fpga board. There's kind of just a quick simulation just showing how the transmit and receive functions basically work. So really what I'm doing here is back-to-back transmissions, and what we have here is we have a word count that's associated with the FIFO that's on the receiving side. So every character I sent over, you can see it increments. So the first character I sent over is, let's see here, so it's accidental. So the first character I sent over was 54. I'll zoom in here so you can see 54. And if we scroll over here, quite a ways. I guess I zoom in here. So you got my 54 and my 45 coming through, and you can see my word count reduced as well. So let's see this thing work. So let's take a look at our UCF file. And the UCF file right here is going to show that I'm using a couple push buttons here for write enable, read enable, and the LEDs are going to be displaying the data coming through from the Arduino. Switches are going to be used to send data to the Arduino. Then you can see button 0 is read enable, write enable, button 1 is read enable, and button 3 is clear. So let's see if this thing works. Let's go ahead and get the COM port up and just put a little prompt up there saying starting test. Let's get this bigger so we can see. So let's go and clear it out first. And as you can see here, I have LSB1, MSB3, and according to the ASCII codes, that should give us a 1. So let's take a look here. Let's watch the let's watch the transmit and receive LEDs on the Arduino here. We should see them flicker. So I just sent 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if we look up here, you can see I got 4 ones through. Let's try something different. Let's try like a, instead of a 1, let's try an A. So let's swap this down, and let's set it to a 4. To get an A, we need to have MSB of 4, LSB as a 1. So let's see what happens. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So we just sent over some A's, and I'll keep doing it here quick so you can see that I'm not just typing things in the screen. So that's me hitting the button and you're seeing A's go through. Let's try it the other way. Let's try sending some data to the Arduino. So let's try sending a let's try doing the same thing. Let's try sending a 1. I'm sorry, the Fpga. We'll send a 1. Go ahead and hit send. Alright. Now we got to do our read enable. And just as you expected, 3 is our MSB, 1 is our LSB. So let's try sending an A this time. Capital A. Sorry. Go ahead and hit send. Took a little bit to, so you can see it's an A. Alright, so I'm going to come down here again. Let's do read enable. There it is. So we're able to successfully get uart over a baud rate of